Well, I guess while we're here, kind of go over some stuff for you guys. Alright, so right now we're by Cherno construction. So if you guys are new to the game, obviously, I'm going to just provide you with a little information about Cherno, or the city of Cherno. So you have the construction and shipping crate yard, and then you have Cherno City, that's to the west of it. So in construction, you're going to be able to find pallets of planks for building. Industrial, like little buildings around construction, are going to have things like nails, um, other things with metal sheets, base building materials, and you're also going to have. Thought I heard something. You're also going to have shipping crate yard. Now, shipping crate yard definitely. I threw my weapon. Is very good when you're first starting off in DayZ. Got marlin bags, which you can. It's a backpack that you can bury. So take note of that. What you're going to do when you're going through shipping crate area in the outside of the Cherno construction area is you're going to loot cycle. Now for you old timers that played old DayZ, the loot cycling I'm talking about is definitely different than what you're used to. Now what I mean by loot cycling is going through each one of these shipping crates that you can open, picking up the loot out of it, taking it out, walking it, and putting it on the ground. That way you can restart the loot cycle all over again. Because say you don't find any loot within the shipping crate yard that you need, when you start that loot cycle over again, see, like this, heavy start kit, I'll just pick it up anyways. If you don't need the loot, place it on the ground outside, a little bit of ways from the shipping crate you got it from, and then you can come back later and actually the loot will respawn and you might get a better roll for the loot. Now there's a few different types of shipping crates. Obviously you got these blue and maroon ones while you're going through the shipping crate yard that have like normal items like marlin bags, weapons, tools, clothing. And then can't really see because it's dark time. I know it's dark, but bear with me. There's also dark green crates that are military crates. You can find smoke grenades, frag grenades, weapon clips, weapons, pieces of weapons, or weapon parts rather, and kind of keep going through here, cycling through loot methodically. That way, once you get to the end of the shipping yard, and let me tell you, it's pretty big, you can actually come back to the beginning and see if any good loot respawned for you. Now, those marlin bags I was talking about, they are a buriable backpack, meaning you can take a shovel and put it in the ground. Now, the best way to transfer loot through this area while you're loot cycling, if you say you want to keep most of the good loot inside of the shipping crate area and you're getting good rolls, you're getting good loot, you're moving. Oh, the sea chest. That's a rare item. Rare storage right there. It has 100 slots. You can also bear that. I'm not gonna get it now, but those marlin bags you can double carry. So you could have one on your back, fill it up with loot, and then you could have one that you're carrying in your hand and fill that up with loot as well. That's the smartest way to go through this shipping crate area while you're looting through it. Now, if you have a shovel, that's more ideal. Basically, what you'll do is you'll push through the crates and you get to loot, whatever. You want to take the stuff that you get and you want to, if you have a shovel, bury it in the ground so you can come back to it later. Now, let me just switch my shoes here. Now, once you buried that loot and you know where it is, you can come back, get it, and then keep loot cycling over and over again until you feel that you got enough items and enough survival gear to start off in DayZ, if this happens to be the place you respawn. Now, what I'd recommend is you put one on your back. You go ahead and there you go, lockpick, hell yeah. Fill it up. Put the other one in your hands. Fill it up. You got a shovel. Bury the one in your hands. And if you even got a hatchet or some tools to chop up those wood plank pallets, start storing that stuff inside marlin bags as you progressively move forward in the shipping crate area of Cherno. Now, it's located in the southwest of the map. If you have iSurvive, you can look it up. Ooh, yeah. And this is what I mean. We're going to put that on our back. Then we're going to take all of this loot. Obviously, I got to drop my steak knife to do this, so bear with me. What? What do you mean? Also, these dry sack bags, they're pretty good for burying as well. So if you want to basically take them and bury them with your marlin bags, you can do so as well. I just want the food and the rags out of it. For some reason this loot's glitched, but whatever. We have food? No. Oh, this did have a pipe in it though. That's good. For melee. But like I was saying, you definitely want to loot through this. Alright, Grim, see you later. You want to loot through this methodically, get as many marlin bags as you can if you got a shovel burying. Loot cycling in general is very simplistic. A lot of DayZ players do this in the beginning, that way they can kind of get ahead and stack up some loot, and then they can start to build a base with the mats around here. They can start to kind of get a hang of loot cycling in its entirety. I'm gonna check a few more crates just so you guys get an idea of what I do while I'm looting. See, take a loot, boom. I don't necessarily need that, but hey, it's definitely worth taking out and then starting over again. See here. What is this? The BDU? Take that. Now is this damaged? No, it's actually good. I'm gonna drop my hoodie outside here. I grab this jacket. I got more slots. There we go. Now do be sure to be careful around this area. A lot of people like to visit it. A lot of people do the loot cycling through here in the beginning just to stack up, and then sometimes you'll get ambushed. There's a military camp west of here. It's right next to Cherno Industrial. And we're going to hit that up after we cycle through all these shipping crates. Now, as you can see, I just hit one portion of it. I hit the east side of the shipping crate area by the Cherno construction site. Now I'm hitting the west side. It's important to know how big this is because you're going to be covering a lot of land and you want to bring people with you. I don't suggest loot cycling by yourself. I would always bring a friend or whatever. So keep that in mind when you're kind of trolling through here because A, you're gonna get some PvP because some people will just come in here and do whatever, and they'll lose cycle as well. And if they catch you taking all the good stuff, all the good marlin bags, they're gonna try to deal with you quick, especially when you're fighting against big clans, you know, people that are you just can't trust. And I mean, let's face it, if people value loot as much as they're going to now, I would treat every single person you run into as a hostile, unless you know it's your friend. So that's pretty much loot cycling in a bubble. Um, Remember, the best way to store things is going to be marlin bags and having a shovel to bury the loot. That way you can keep going through this shipping crate area. I'm going to hit a few more shipping crates so people get an idea exactly what to do now that 1.4 is released. And then we'll just move on and see where Jade Monkey is. But if you're watching this in video form, make sure you drop a sub, follow, and like. If you have any questions or comments, drop it below. And hopefully I can answer those questions that you have for the new 1.4 update. Got some more rounds. Bandana now. Wait, so most of the loot I found so far I'm going to keep. So that's good. Now it's a matter of keeping it and staying alive. Now if I need water, I'll probably go back to the watering hole inside of the little Cherno town, but for now everything's pretty good. Be aware of your surroundings while you're looting this, because